Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to do a fun little picture in The Ink House by Rory Dobner. And I've done a few in this one, and this little page here has caught my eye. Sometimes when I flip through the books, it's like, oh, this page would be fun to do. So I thought I would do this one, and I thought it might be a kind of a fun little quick picture to do. I'm going to be doing it in Inktense, and I'm just going to be doing the centerpiece. I do not think I'll be putting a background because I just want to have this piece done here. And I'm going to be using a couple of the brown tones in here. So settle brown, dark chocolate, and amber. You can see those. And amber. Those are the numbers. And these particular ones are going to be done on the boat. And now what the page is about. Yeah, I gotta fix this little area that I goofed on before I go too far. Okay, we're going to work down here on this portion because it's the darkest. So we're going to get the madder brown, which is a reddish brown, and kind of lay it down in here. In all the shadowy areas. Then we will lay down in some of the, what color was I going with here? I want to put in some saddle brown because I picked it up. And then in some of the tan. Okay, then we're going to mix that up. What I like to do is kind of go upward and push the darkest line to where I think I want a drawn line, basically. Then I'm going to bring everything else down into it. And there we go. I'm going to get out one of my little plastic sheets here. And they're just cut up chopping, what do you call these things? What you cut up your vegetables on. The cutting board from the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, whatever you want to call it. They come in a packet of 2 really big sheets that you can use to cut up your. It's used to cut up the vegetables, and I just put the pencil down there because I want a little more red over here in this area. So I'm just going to pick it up and use it like the watercolor. And so I got that just a bit orange for my taste. And I'm just going to add it in. And I know I put that down on the tile, but that's okay. I'm not going to be too picky about that. Then I'm going to come down his leg here. We're also going to be putting some of this in his tentacle area, but I think I'm going to go with a little bit more of the pinker tones in there. We have a leg back here, so we'll get that one done too. And we have one on this side. Oops, didn't pick up any there. And then on this side, and squiggle it down his leg here. And this big leg up here too. He's got a lot of his legs hanging out here. It's a little hard for poor octopus to squish himself in the sink for a bath. But I guess it would have been harder for the walrus and the bear to fit in here. So I'm just going to go up and around all the legs like this. And then we'll go to the other side. Sorry about that, hit the paper. We're going to go around this one. And this real big one here. this side. And up is a little tiny leg up here. Wee. Okay. I think I got them all. Let's have this little spot here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is really water this down by adding a lot of water into the ink. And then I'm just going to go over the tentacle area a little bit. And I'm going to guess the tentacles are going under here to hold the boat up, so we're going to add some of that color in there. And just add it in all over. The tentacles are a little lighter, but I just want to get some kind of color in there. And it's easier to water it down than try to blend it with the water when you're doing the inking. Get a little more color down in this area. It looks kind of cool. If you want, you could always, take it and darken it in some areas just to give it some dimensional looking areas so it doesn't look so flat. Can also do that with pencil. So now we have the big problem of the sink and the tile. I think I'm going to do the tile in blue. Why not? We'll have a blue bathroom. It'll make it not look so pink. So I need to find a nice blue. I don't know why blue came to my mind. I don't usually see blue. I want a darker blue than that. It's just scribbling it on paper to figure it out. Okay, I'm using bright blue. It's going to be very bright. What's next to bright blue? Navy blue. Maybe I'll mix the two together. See what we come up with. So I'm just putting them on the cutting board area here, and then I'm going to mix the two together, add a little more water in there to thin it out, and then just do a wash of blue on the tile down here. And try not to get the grab. So darkest under the sink. That's why I went in here first. And then just kind of lighten it, which means just keep pulling it out when you come down. So where it's darkest, put it and then pull it out. Let's see how high up that goes. Right about there. Same on this side. Darkest area first, and then just kind of wash it down. And then the floor we're going to do in the same color because I did it on the other side, so what I do is put a little shadow, so just put a little extra dark right around the line here that comes down. Boom, boom, there. So our floor isn't exactly the same color as the top. Now our sink, if we water this down quite a bit, which means I'll just put some more water down and then just pick up a tiny bit of that blue, we can go, you barely will see this, but it gives a little bit of definition to the porcelain, so it's not pure white. Okay, now what we have left is our little crab. What color is a crab? Ours is down around here, a tan. I have a little tan up here, don't I? Yeah. So we will just color him in. They have a little bit of pink in him, so I'll add a little pink. He has a little tiny toothbrush here. So he would like to brush his teeth. I think he might have to wait. I'm just picking up the same matte brown that I had put up in the octopus and just adding a little bit of that pinky tone down here on the crab. Boom, boom, and we have to add a little bit of the blue down here in between his little feet. There we go. Now there's a chain that runs up here. It goes to the boat, so I believe that's his anchor. So I will do that in pencil. I will Posca up his little toothbrush marks, and we'll do the wood up here. The background of painting the wall in the bathroom. If we have blue tile on a blue floor, we probably have a blue painted wall. Okay, so what we're going to do is add a different blue in here just to give it a little bit of a different color. Let's see, we kind of want it to stay on the brighter side, so I'm going to stick a little Lagoon on my board. Not exactly sure what color that is, but it is in the, oh, it's purple. Well, we'll add that in with the blue I had left on the, wow, that's right, bright, bright, bright. Let's see what that looks like on no, that's way too purple. We're not going to use that. Okay, let's go with Peacock Blue and see what that comes out as. It's going to be better than purple, huh? Don't want a purple wall. Okay. That's better. So we'll use that. That is the Peacock Blue. Water it down a bit on the board. And then just pick that up and put it up in this area. Sorry. Am I getting this in the camera at all? Kind of have to work quick with the Inktense. It'll stay where it's at. Darken it up here. It's okay if I got it in the octopus, it kind of gives it a nice color. Okay, anything down here, it's all octopus, so we have to get the octopus colored up here. We missed him in the boat area. So let's find the madder brown again. And right in here is more octopus, which I didn't see before, so we're going to put it in here. Tiny bit more here. And I'll make it darker in here. And a little darker back here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. And I think I'll just add a little bit more to the crab. He didn't get too red down here. There we go. All right, well, I'll let this dry and then I will come in with pencil and I'll see you in a bit. I kind of noticed I got a lot of areas here that I got blue on the tentacles and I kind of liked it. So what I'm going to do, just like I did with the pink, is water down the blue a little bit more and just kind of add it in areas on the tentacles. Very lightly in spots, just some areas where I think it might add some interest, because I thought it looked pretty cool. And it'll cover up the areas that I ran over. Making it look a little more intentional. But they look good together too, so. Just get it on all of them there. A bit here and there. And I totally forgot the camera was down, so I did not get filmed up on the top here, so I just ran it around on them also. I think that looks kind of awesome. So now when I come back, you will know I put blue up there. So I'm going to get some pencils and I'm going to darken some of these areas up. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back with the pencils. I'm going to go ahead and use the Polychromos that I have received. The brown here is raw umber. And that's the number there. I'm going to use that on the sails. This color here, Caput Mortuum violet, is going to be used for the details on the octopus's arms along with the magenta. So we're going to use those three. I'll list these pencils down below. So on the sails, we're just going to use the raw umber and darken the sides, fix any of the lines that didn't blend out too well. Just really light pressure with this. Add it if I didn't get any pencil or ink on the other side. Blend it right into the octopus there if we want. Add some shadows in for him too. So this is just adding detail to any areas I missed. And there's a whole, no, that's just a line, okay. Thought there was a sail there that I painted over. I'm going to say that's really good painting over if I actually painted the octopus in there too. Okay, so I'm looking at that, trying to figure that one out. I think that's a sail, so I'm going to make it one. And then just darken this area up a bit and blend it out a little more. And then any place that has got some brown in it too, I can go over. And like I said, on the octopus itself, I can run some of this in too. So I'm going to bring this up on the poles here. And a little tentacle came down there. I've got to fix that part up. So basically I'll just be coloring those in a little bit more. Now on the octopus himself, let's see how good we've got you in here. I'm just going to run this violet up along his leg here. It's a little brighter than the pinker color up there, but on the little tentacles it's okay. There's not a bunch of it on there. Then I can always darken it up with some brown too. How does this one go? This one goes in front. Okay, so we're just gonna run around all the legs like that, and then I will put in some of the okay, what did I use? The color I was using was magenta, and now I'm going to go with this one. It's a reddish brown, but it'll go nicely with that. Tone down the pink a bit. So just lightly using this one too, and filling in all the hatch marks a little better, and just bringing it out and blending it. And then anywhere I think it needs to be brighter, I'll just add the other color. Now in between the tentacles, I'm going to put this color also and just go around them, leaving the section cups as the lightest color. And that will help define those out a little bit better. So I won't I won't make you all sit and watch every single tentacle I'm doing, but then the closer to the boat, we want to darken that, because the boat's putting a little bit of shadow on. So basically, that is what I will be doing for the rest of this octopus. I will be adding some blue in to shade up the tiles a little bit better too. I don't know if you can see all that. I'm trying to darken up the little area up here. And I'll do a little bit more down here. I'm going to do it on both sides, but I wanted to get some of this done so you can see the difference between the two sides. Okay, so if you look between the two sides, you can tell a big difference there. And that's what I'm after, just to kind of give it a little more definition and bring out the tentacles a little bit. I am going to do the crab the same way. So I'm going to darken him up down here on his back. Put a little more pink or reddish brown in his claws. Define his legs out a little bit better. There we go. I think he's rather cute. So I'll do the same thing on the other side over here, but we're going to get a little bit of blue in here and show you what I'm going to do with that. So I think I'll go with this. Let's see. Yep, that'll work. There we go. I'm going to use this blue here and just kind of go around the sink area and bring some of that color out very lightly. But because it's a different color, it'll show up really nice. Gonna leave that chain alone. Try to go around it. Anywhere in the dark where the hatch marks are, we're going to add a little more of this. And then very easily shade it down. And if you want, you can shade the little tile work back here too. It'll take some time, but it'll end up really looking nice. And it's a small little picture, so I'm going to do it. You don't have to. In any of these tutorials that I'm doing, if you don't like the color that I'm using, change it up. If you didn't want blue tiles, make them pink or green, or leave them white. I'm just showing you how I did it. You can take the ideas that I put out for you and change them to your liking. I encourage that just because sometimes, you know, we all want a picture to have a little bit more of our own personality in it. But I'll also do a video just because if you like the ending picture, it's always nice to have the idea of how it got put together. I'm going to do the same with the floor, as I'm going to go next to the sink and the little hash marks there and bring it out a little bit. There. And up in the sky, I probably will darken it up here and bring it down a little bit nicer to get a little closer to see that, but you'll get the gist here. And any place that I missed the ink, I will just touch up with the pencils. But those are the only pencils I'll use for this. The chain, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, what color would an anchor chain be? Kind of silver, wouldn't it? I think I'll just shade it with blacks or a gray. Let's see, do I have a darker gray here? I have a cool gray 5, and I'll just go in and darken the chain where it connects to the other chain. This one turned a little blue, so we'll add a little bit more. Then I'll come in with the lightest gray and connect those colors. The reason I chose the cool gray is because when I inked this, of course, you notice that the chain has got blue in it. Cool gray goes great with the blue. So what do we got here? Cool gray number 2. And I'll just go in between those colors and connect those. So we'll do the chain like that all the way up, just darkening where it connects and then putting in the lighter color. and it blends well with the blue that I inked on there. And if we want to darken up any of those chain links, I'll just come in with the black and darken on the bottom side, or where it needs a shadow, or just a little extra color. Cover up some of that blue. But I'm also using that blue to my advantage. So that's how the chain will be done. And when I come back, I will show you the finished picture. Okay guys, we are done with the picture. I did all the shading in here, and then I went ahead and did an inked background. So what I did was just take 2 shades of the blue, Broken China, and gosh, I can't remember the other one. I'm sorry, but I'll link it down below, and along with all the pencils that I used, all the Inktense ones and the Polychromos. And then I just used a stamp to do this little dark blue dots on here, and then just splattered some white ink, kind of like bubbles coming out of his semi sort of bubble bath in the sink. And I added a little tiny bit of toothpaste on the crab's toothbrush because he's on his way up to brush his teeth, and I just did that with the Posca. And the chain was all done with the grays and the black. I believe I did do a little clip on that. So that is the finished picture, and I'll put it still at the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and if you like these kind of videos, please give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel out, and your support, it means the world to me. So I just want to thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Take care, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye now.